What's good? What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Gen TV podcast. As always, your boy Ease.
Hey, when it's all Scott.
And as always, sometimes we have some special guests on. Today, I'm returning the favor because he gave me the favor. Actually, sounded crazy, but I want to.
Hey, yo.
I want to
Pause that. Pause, nigga.
Nah, why y'all make it weird?
Well, I'm just saying, bro.
But I made it weird.
She just kept going.
But today we got FatFunny from the FatFunny Friends podcast. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. What about y'all?
Amazing.
Hey, we good. We good. Thanks for coming, man.
Finally, it's been like, damn.
Well, I've been trying to get you. Like, it ain't like,
it's like every time, like, damn, these. Can we say niggas up here?
Yeah, go ahead.
These niggas must think I'm the busiest person. It's like, no, I don't be having shit to do except when y'all want to do.
It's like literally just the worst time ever.
So you just hit me like, nah, I got a party.
This nigga conveniently got his schedule full. When
Like,
we
bro,
had-
I hit him up on his I hit him on his birthday. Like, now he got another dinner to go to. I'm like, he just really dumb. Like, yo,
nigga, y'all got how many birthdays around you, my nigga?
Like, bro, if you don't,
because I'm not that guy. Like, I try to show up for people. Like, nah, it's a birthday. It's about
like, if you don't want to come, just say.
Nigga said I gotta celebrate Hanukkah. My bad, bro. We can't come.
I got a question about the name of your platform, or just you in general. What came first, the fat or the funny?
Well, I was been fat since a child.
Okay, but were you?
It sound like a trauma story. Nigga.
He clutched his pearls a little bit. Like,
let me cook. Then I became funny. I remember it was like in summer camp.
Okay,
And it was like, I'm very sarcastic, and I wrote, they fucking with me. Like, you young, you
got
kid.
that first crowd reaction.
Like,
You're like, all right.
And you realize, oh, you funny as shit. And it just grew. It just grew.
Okay.
So it was like, yeah. And I remember the people start hating me for it because, like, it's more funny and it's more you speaking your fucking mind. But sometimes I'm not telling a joke. I'm dead ass. I really feel this way about the situation.
Like, I don't fuck with you.
Like,
I'm not roasting you. I hate you.
I'm telling you, I don't fuck with you with a laugh on my face.
I
with a smile on my
roast.
face.
I don't like that bullying shit. I tell people all the time that is mean. But I will say some shit that, like,
okay.
I ain't mean it like that, but you trying to be funny to so-and-so, so I had to eat you up real quick. But I don't like bullying shit. I hate roast people. Like, why are you talking about this? Kid, I used to hate people that, come on now.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
I think in general, most people hate bullies.
Yeah. But it was because I used to hate it because, I don't know how long you've been fat.
Sorry, I'm a newcomer to this fat thing. My bad, bro.
They try to pick on the fat person and you give motherfuckers a rude awakening. Oh, I got something for that ass. And then,
That's exactly how it started. Like, I haven't been fat my whole life. Like, I probably got fat around like 9 or so. Like,
that's your whole life.
It's a large portion of my bro. I'm like a New York nigga. You feel me? I'm still from New York.
You still claiming the skinny?
Even though I've been fat my entire life, I was skinny for a little portion of it. You feel me?
And you guys ever plan on retiring from like?
I'm true to this game.
I
nigga.
tried.
Okay,
it didn't work. I
want
to lose like 50 pounds for the new year because it's getting it's getting bad now. It's like I just got in the car. I got bigger. Like this.
The car shrink. Yeah. Put that shit to the car wash, right? Like, it shrink a little bit.
It dried a little bit.
It's crazy. I want to lose like 50 pounds, but I want to get to my original fat before the year started.
Original fat is a very creative. I've never heard that. I want to get to my
original fat. Yeah.
When you used to being big, but then you got too big. You like, hold the fuck up now.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy being big though. I think that's my problem. Like, I don't have a problem being fat at all.
Nothing changes for me. I get people now.
I think your like arteries change.
We're not talking about health.
Okay.
We talking about aesthetic. That's
okay.
Here comes this nigga, and then there's guys like him. Nigga,
that was a genuine concern. I'm like, I'm telling you, like,
motherfucker put on one strub. Now he a doctor. Okay.
Now niggas out here claiming surgeons and shit. Like,
and somebody, I could be a doctor, right? No, you can't. You give me test results. But anyway, like, I actually could. I hate the fat shame. Yeah. I know I am big, but it's one big nigga. Like, I want him to talk to Ayala Van Zandt or somebody. Like the nigga that David wasn't the nigga that's on stage with at the Juice WRLD Festival.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, is it Lord Jamal or not Jamal something?
It's like David something. Dave.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, the dude they had to like
the beef with
put a wheel. Like, didn't they have like the wheelchair him up the stage?
He had a couch and had the couch sinking. Like,
yo,
the couch was touching the floor, like where he was sitting down.
The crazy shit is
in the oxygen tank. He was 25. Fuck it, he was 25.
The vocals was good though. Like, he wasn't bad. Like, that was the crazy shit.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched the video, don't even know what he was singing. Like, I was more focused on like,
I listened to
what's going on stage.
Don't sound that bad. Yeah, but
that's one fact because like I don't fashion because of course I'm fat, but like it's like, bro, come on,
Like there has to be you have to
It's
draw
a
the
limit,
line.
nigga. What are we doing?
Okay.
Like, what are we doing?
I mean, nigga just got comfortable. You feel me? Like
How that big? 'Cause it's hard
the
for
same
me
way
to
we
like
got
somebody
comfortable
in.
being this big. You feel me? Like we got.
Nick, I know you have. You might not gonna admit it. You know, at night you get scared. You think about die a little bit. Sometimes
In my
you
sleep,
gotta
of
feel
course.
it.
Just be on the mic a little bit.
Of course. Like,
So-
don't get me wrong, but
so
nigga, I
that-
still gonna eat that extra piece of pie.
He committed.
I feel him. My bad. Take that
Nigga,
back.
how many you say I'm committed, but you've also felt that, and you still continue the same lifestyle as well.
And no, I'm like, damn, I gotta do something about this.
But then you don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, but then we don't.
First of all, you didn't have to call him out that hard.
No, I'm
Damn,
just
like,
saying it's a fat nigga thing.
That
Like,
was a fat on fat crime right there, man.
We get it. You feel me? Like we get it.
Exactly.
Exactly. You feel me?
Shit left
Can't heat it up because it's a little too sweet.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I'm telling you, like
that's one
we
thing I
continue the
just-
same shit over and over again, and the same
You just
same
say
thing happened to him.
you just accepted it. You're like, fuck it.
I think
Why
I think
not?
that's
What's the like?
No, I'm saying it doesn't seem like you have because you want to lose 50 pounds.
But not because I want to lose weight. That sounds crazy, but I just
you want to
it's
get
like,
healthier.
Yeah, it's like some shit I used to. I'm fat and all, but like I can move, and now it's like, damn, I ain't moving as fast as I used to. Like
I got you.
I'm active. I probably could walk circles around everybody here. Now it's like I ain't even gonna do it. Fuck that. This too much.
That's the same thing. Like I said, I want to lose weight to be skinnier because I have like some sort of insecurity, but to be healthy, yeah, for sure.
Right.
Okay.
Like,
Look
that's
at
the only
Lizzo.
reason why.
She was never that big. People psyched her into being like she was a big fat bitch. like she was never that big. Like
Nah,
you
she
know,
was
now-
she was big.
You lost a lot of weight.
She was
Now
big.
she's just thick though. Now it's like it's not. She wasn't that big. You was beautiful, baby.
I'm not trying to think. Was Lizzo that big?
She was bigger, but like she was happy big.
That was
It
a
wasn't
hard R.
sloppy.
That was a hard R. That was that was.
She was bigger than most big people.
Nah,
but
she was big.
But she was happy though. Why do you like?
The
Was
thing,
she
the
was
problem
she
with
happy?
Lizzo is, and the difference between us and Lizzo, right? I feel like Lizzo has a platform, and
Bro, we have
people,
podcasts.
yeah. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
I mean, but
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying
feel
is
like.
that she influences
Yo.
people to like she promotes body positivity so much that it influences people to be obese and unhealthy. And
You
I
think Lizzo
think
was
that's the
making
issue
people
with that.
fat?
I think that narrative kind of enables
I've
people
never
to be
seen
fat.
Lizzo say, "Yeah, let me go eat something."
Bro, I thought she kind of just minded her
Come on.
business and people just picked. Yo, I'll say that.
Nah,
like,
absolutely not.
nah. The only thing she used to do, I thought was kind of crazy. Like,
I love when she twerked with the at the game, like the ass cheeks out.
see, I thought that was
That
kind of
shit
crazy.
was a moment.
Yo, she did shit that didn't fit her aesthetic. I feel like everyone has an aesthetic.
So everybody has an aesthetic, but how are you gonna tell her what's her aesthetic?
By
So
me
you want her
looking,
to be
by
a-
me,
Certain
by me
things
looking.
that big people can and can't
Yeah,
do.
yo, I think it
Says who?
but that applies for the
That's-
general public.
like
Yo, when everyone's saying like that shit wrong, you should probably listen sometimes.
Bro, I'm a big nigga and I know that there's certain shit I should not be doing. Like there's
No,
certain
it's
clothes I
definitely-
should not be wearing.
Yeah,
Hey, you playing
yeah.
devil's advocate, you know.
No, I feel it's some shit that you're just like, yeah, you was too big.
Especially the white chairs, the white picnic chairs. The nigga I
Oh,
can't sit in them
was at
shits.
Nigga, I was at it was a see-through chair. I'm straight. I'm staying.
Exactly. So you know
What's
that
that?
there's big nigga activities and then there's skinny nigga activities.
Why
And
Yo,
you
like,
say-
self-awareness.
on the wall.
Self-awareness.
I'm telling you.
Self-awareness.
Right.
All right, man. Let's get into our question of the day here.
So the topic of today is we asked you guys on Facebook who had the best year for 2024 between Cenat, Bronny James, Donald Trump, Angel Reese, Kendrick Lamar, and our boy Slime, right? So
Duggar.
the young Thug. So Nougat Fetty said Trump. Reggie said Thug. Def had the best year. Fighting for freedom and winning is different. Jamie said Kendrick and Trump easily. Yana said K. Dot. Terrell said Trump and Kendrick.
Okay.
So then Terrell then followed up and said, I guess Thug had the greatest year. I don't know much about Cenat. Obviously, he's a successful YouTuber for a
I'm
minute.
gonna say go ahead.
Obviously, he's a
You're so
successful
desperate.
YouTuber for a minute. But Angel Reese is for the streets. And I hope Bronny will
What is-
develop and get better and find success. Ozell
Andrew
said,
Reese is for the streets.
Angel Reese is for the
She-
streets.
she
Like, why,
has
did
been
she,
doing-
a good year.
why did she catch a stray like that?
But she has been doing like dressing a little more provocative. Like I think with like intent of getting more male attention.
Yeah.
So I think that's where that came from. But to say she's from the streets, I don't know. I think to say someone's from the streets, we gotta start like counting on
Fact-checking that,
bodies.
right.
Like, nah, but you gotta be like, all
why
right,
does
like,
it matter if she's for the streets? I hate that. I don't.
but no, but yo, saying someone's for the streets doesn't seem. I mean, it's a bad thing. You're just like pointing out like that something that you
they don't
noticed.
even know her for real. So how do you know what she's from?
Yeah,
the
maybe she's
streets?
like they saw her like on the streets. Like she was like, oh, there she is. Like I'm on the street and I see her.
I guess.
Ozell said Trump, and Dalvin said Trump and Thug. So it seems like most people are rallying for Trump. And
I think it's odd. I think
second is Thug. Seems like
Thug. I thought it seemed like more Kendrick got a lot of
nah, more so Trump.
Like 2 people said that.
Yeah,
right.
for real.
We'll have our guest speak first. Who do you think had the? All right, rank these people from best year to worst. Like, or
I'm gonna say when you first told me the question, I was saying K-Dot, but now that you said the names, I went to thinking. What are we going by? Like, what's the metrics?
Whatever metrics you want. Like, whoever you think just had the best 2024.
Like,
Like 2024 was their year.
I would say Kai. If you think about it,
I was gonna say Kai too.
Yeah, like he's
Kai over Kendrick. You think Kai had a better year than Kendrick?
Like Nick. I am 34 years old and I want to stream. Like it looks fun. That looks like some shit.
Like how you set this shit up?
Yeah, I see people on Facebook telling we going live tonight. Nobody cares. Like nobody cares, I promise you. Like he all them subs, the money he made, or the brand deals he got.
I mean, bro, he's in like Verizon commercials or like, you know what I mean? Like he's like
big,
legit
McDonald's
commercials.
Yeah.
Like
got his own sandwich.
Positive. It wasn't no negativity connected to it. So I think,
you know what? He did have a couple negative moments this year, but like it wasn't directly with him, but it's like the people around him. But he bounced through them like nothing.
Yeah, we all got fucked up cousins. So we all got cousins. We got to do what we
yeah. True.
I think,
but some of those cousins sometimes bring you down with them. Like Kai somehow managed to get like over that hurdle. No problem.
Nigga, I would say he's the number one streamer. Like, think about it. He really got grown ass men wanting to stream. Like, I have noticed
that a lot of people are now wanting to stream.
You're more
into
him. Streaming than I am.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the top streamers, it's like it's just Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross. Is there anybody else?
No, you got Kai Cenat, you got Aiden Ross, you got Speed.
Okay, I know about Speed. But he does a lot of like a YouTube.
That nigga scares me though. Like he got too much energy. Like he a good kid and all. This bro. I think Kai, but urban wise, I think Kai got it because you're right. It's millions of streamers we would never know about because I'm not like in the white world. But like far as Negro, can we say Nick? Like okay, far as nigga world, like Kai.
Bro, there's no manager back there.
You know, we gotta get better on YouTube and shit.
Fuck that.
But only thing I'm gonna say, you say whatever word you want to say, bro. Just stay on the mic. That's the only thing that's killing me right now.
Now I don't know how to pod. This is crazy.
My bad.
Stop.
Don't make it weird. Just take it. Just take it.
Well, just put the mic in your mouth, man. Right? It's good.
I ain't say all that. Put the mic in the mouth is nuts.
But yeah, Kai makes that's black boy joy. You can't. I know you light skin, but you can't say you ain't watched one of them videos and like
random nigga just excluded you.
Like
nigga, you not one of us, but like you part of us, but you not really.
Like half of me enjoys it.
Right, you like smiling shit. I wish I could do this shit as a kid. Like he really made people want to be positive. You could say Thug had a good year.
All right, so you got Kai's the best. Kai had the best 2024.
Yeah.
Who's second to you?
Second would be who else was on the list?
We got Kendrick Lamar, we got Thug, we got Angel Reese. So now I just dropped my whole phone. Thug, Angel Reese, Kendrick Lamar, Donald Trump.
I'm gonna say Angel Reese.
Oh damn, your list is kind of wild to me.
Are you a Drake fan?
It's my no.
Oh, okay.
My list is my list. Because she's young, she's coming up. She's not. I'm gonna say she's not relying on the NBA to make money because you know they don't get paid well.
Yeah.
Like she's really becoming a personality and like growing her podcast. Like she's getting mad shit. Like Shaq wanted to fuck her. Like it's a lot of shit that's like
Shaq want to fuck a lot of people though. Like I think you got like 5,000 followers on IG. You're on Shaq's radar.
What's his name? Big Diesel.
Like. So she's really going up there on the like social ladders. Like that's good. That can really, if she get the right people behind her, she's gonna have an even better next year.
I see this being like good for her in the long term. I think I could see this kind of fucking up her WNBA career.
That's not making her no money.
No, I understand that, but like if she's okay with that, I feel like when you start spreading yourself a little bit too thin, it's hard to focus on one thing, and that one thing, like you need a lot of time to get better in. Especially
but while she's hot right now, I think about it. She could be in the WNBA, get hurt, she can't play no more. Yeah, she can always pick up a mic and do.
No. Like I'm for it, right? But I'm just like thinking about like the potential negative for it.
Mm-hmm. I think a positive shit. So my next person, I'm gonna definitely say Kendrick.
Yeah. Okay.
Just cause he had a good year, but like the album came out and like, how many times you replayed it?
I've listened to it twice.
It's been out 3 weeks.
Okay.
So it's like it was all.
But like for me, listening to a Kendrick album twice is really good because I'm not a big fan of his music in general. So I think that says a lot.
Did you listen to it twice because you wanted to get a better grasp on the album, or did you listen to it twice because it was good?
Replay value or shock value? You just listen to see what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, to get a better grasp of it, and then like obviously we pod and we talk about music, so I want to make sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about to some level.
Right, so I feel like
it's not because you actually enjoyed it. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. And then I feel like we're
just to be clear.
You're going out of your way to
just to be clear. I'm just calling it like I see it. That's all.
I don't do no Black History hate. Okay, come on. I'm just saying, like
I was gonna say, calm down, Charlamagne the God, but he's not in the good graces right now. But we'll get into that later.
I feel like so it's good, but you're starting to realize it was people just was sucking his dick so well because they wanted him to beat Drake.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like really we on Kendrick, because like. He was never a numbers guy. If we gonna talk about it, he never debuted big or nothing like that. Yeah. And you really starting to see it. People just listen to see what he was gonna say, and not like us went crazy. So I give him that. So that really what made him number 3 on my list. Because come on, you got I feel like you don't fuck with it, but like not like us was. That's a Negro spiritual at this point. Like that shit is,
nah, fuck that. We're not claiming that.
Okay. He's a Drake. He's a big Drake.
You know he don't like black people, right?
Fuck it. Nigga make good music.
He's not a nigga. Go ahead.
All right, so who do you think? So we got his list. What do you think?
Biggest year, I would say Kai number 1. I would say Trump number 2, and I would put Bronny. I feel like his year wasn't the best because I feel like he made it to the NBA, but like
he had the worst. He had it back.
Yeah.
He took it back.
He had the worst year out the group.
Right. Angel Reese. I would have to give it to Kendrick. I mean, no, fuck that Thug. Thug got out of jail. Free my nigga.
One of the weirdest trials I've ever witnessed. I didn't know. Not at one point did I understand what was going on.
I thought it was scripted. Like it's a TV show. It's no way.
It felt like it, right?
It's not. It's
like
not
the
real.
lawyer got arrested at one point.
What did you do?
Yo, they had like Thug taking pills in court. Like it was just like.
There's so much going on. Then you got Woody coming up there talking bullshit
in 4K. Right, like it was like I'm like
it was weird. Like I was waiting for Annalise Keaton to come out there and just end the whole shit. Like, it was like something was going on here.
And then the people against Thug got some information came out and they're like, yo, the information was fucked up, but they're like, yo, how did you get that shit though?
Right.
Well, they
had 3 different judges. It was just like it should have ended quick. So shout out to him, but him and Gunna be for now. Like the year just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah. All right.
No, I think who was your
top 3? I think honestly, my person that probably had the best year, I gotta go with Trump.
Yeah. That's why I say he's number 2.
Yo, because
the
look that he gave me when I said Trump, and then now when you say Trump, it's almost like he want to jump out the seat and say something. Like,
go finish your thoughts.
He's stuck. Yo, I thought Trump was gonna lose the election.
Right.
Because with all the criminal charges and shit like that.
Oh, I never know. I thought he was gonna lose because he's a horrible ass person, but apparently
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter in America. The worse you are, the better you
are. Yeah.
And that's why most people don't do too well because they're not terrible people.
I get it, but
I thought him faking the assassination and still managed it. I mean, I thought it was fake.
He thought it was a fake assassination.
That was definitely
got shot in the ear, got up like nothing.
Getting low and getting gone.
Then came out on one of his rally with the song Many Men. Like
it wasn't real. The election wasn't real. That was another thing that was like, what?
Yeah, so him being the president of America after all the shit that he went through. I mean, this guy's got more charges than Thug.
Yeah.
And still became the most important person in America. To me, it's insane.
Into the writer on the Capitol.
Yeah.
Got arrested for something. Got arrested. Got charged with so many different things.
Bro, I got 34 charges.
Now pull back up and be the president.
It's more pending. They delaying the case for 4 years. I said, I wish I was white in America. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So I thought Trump had the best 2024.
Yeah.
Right under Trump. I didn't really think about Kai that much, but you guys are making a valid point. Like Kai was everywhere. But the only reason I'm gonna still give it to Kendrick in second place, just because he got that Super Bowl halftime thing. I think that's a really big deal.
Is it true that UMG is planning on pulling back?
I think that's fake.
I researched that. It was just somebody blogging. That wasn't.
Damn, I got a little hype for that.
Yeah. You got hype. Made my
but
week.
at the end of the day, they all on the same. Like it's the white people gonna make their money. They don't give a fuck about
they don't care
who
what happens at the bottom as long as they win.
Yeah, and then so I got Trump, Kendrick. I'm gonna put Kai, Thug, Andrew Reese, and then Bronny James is I think I had a better year than Bronny James. Honestly, Like, I'm obviously nowhere near as rich as that guy. But it's just like he's having a rough time, yo. Yeah, he's having a rough time. Like, he shouldn't have made the NBA, and then they took it back. Then they put him back, in the G League. It's just like, and now, it's not even really his fault. I think his dad just put too much pressure on him, like his whole life. And now he's just got to eat this shit.
It was like the world was expecting him to make it to the NBA. That's his fault, though,
because I'm very aware of what I can do and what I can't do. I'm just not that good. Like, you just got I can't, like.
Yeah, but you think if you had a dad like that, you'd be that self-aware?
I'm not embarrassed. Don't think about it. Y'all put me on this pedestal. Season ain't even started yet. I'm doing warm-ups. I'm not playing. Like, I'm not. I don't have to put on my uniform. I'm
you think he has a possibility of going back to the NBA?
Yeah, I think he is.
No.
You don't think because Bronny's playing another NBA game?
No. Because it's just like the moment's gonna be gone. They only wanted you really there because they want you to be on the team with your father. So once it's like,
yeah, okay, it's like point.
They only wanted you to keep him here. So like once you know about his business,
that's a valid point.
It's gonna be like you gonna have to work. So if he does, he's gonna have to work really, really, really.
No,
really
yeah,
hard.
I mean I think he's just got a lot of hard work ahead of him, and I think he has the resources to do it.
I can see it. Even if you don't make it, she good. So it's not like
I mean, either way, you'll always be like set for life.
So
like you
just playing.
Your dad's a billionaire. You know what I mean? Brings hater out of me.
So looking at your pops like he should have done more.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I feel like my son be looking at me like that now, bro. Cause when he was it's funny when he was younger, I told him like, yeah, when you 10, I'm gonna get you a dog, man. Boy turned 10, he's like, where the dog at? I'm like.
You remembered?
Yeah. First of all, I was fucked up that you remembered, but then he's like, "Oh, I'm done." I'm like, now I gotta come up with another excuse. I'm like, "Well, we don't got a yard." Like I'm saying, when we get a yard, I'm like, and he like, "Well, get a yard,
right? nigga, get that shit." Like, fuck you waiting for?
Nah, it's like, yo, buy a house. I'm like, but the way I felt kind of like, man, what's your problem? Like, you think this shit easy?
He was checking your pockets.
Yeah, like just there was nothing in them. Like he checked them in there.
Pocket watcher, like father, like son, bro.
Hey, I'm a habitual pocket watcher. FYI.
I don't like people like that because you don't know what shit I got to pay for. You don't know. I hate motherfuckers why you always broke. Life. This shit be happening.
See, now I'm a pocket watcher in the sense of like, yo, I get if you broke, I'm cool with that shit, right? But it's like if you broke and then buying dumb shit, I'm like, that was dumb. But I call people out.
But if I'm not asking you for nothing, why it matter?
What?
Now, I'm not saying it to you. I hate people like if I didn't ask you to borrow nothing, I'm just telling you I'm broke. I'm not telling you.
No, because I feel like if I'm your friend, right? Like, and I know your personal finance, because that's like I think friends are usually you could keep it real with each other, right? Like, you're like I ain't got that shit right now, but then you go and buy like you buying liquor or you buying clothes and shit like that, but you telling me like, yo, I'm fucked up, but then I'm gonna tell you like, yo, how you fucked up, but you still like buying mad dumb stuff?
It's still my money.
Yeah, but then all right, then shut up then. You know what? Let's shut up. Like,
sometimes I just be talking to talk.
I don't.
This nigga just want your sympathy. He don't want your advice.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen to my problems, but don't tell me what I can do to get out of them.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
A woman to me.
It is, but I ain't never told a motherfucker let me borrow $40. I'm good.
You never asked one of your friends to borrow some money?
I've never. I'm not that guy.
Really? You never borrowed nobody money from nobody?
I have a friend here. Like I don't do that. I can't. It's not in me. I got too much pride. I can't do it.
Damn. I borrow money from people.
I can't do it.
Have I borrowed money from people?
I'm the person people borrow money from, but I can't.
You can't.
Okay. Like, you talking about you broke and shit like that, but all right, yo.
Big spender.
You got the bank in here, like handing out loans and shit.
Because I feel like I got good friends, but I just know what people talk about. Like niggas, like I don't like that because I'd be the type to say, "Oh, you doing this, but you owe me so and so." I'm not
gonna lie, that should annoy me, because I've lent friends money before, but if I lend you money, I can't see you smiling until you pay me back.
You can't see no joy coming from this
nigga. Like, if I go on a snap and you outside, that's a problem.
Bitch, hold on.
What nigga scrolling hard as fuck watching you through the phone.
I'm reporting shit.
Nah, but you made a post like I think a couple weeks ago saying that you count favors. What's that all about?
No, like you know how people say like you shouldn't count favors? Like I count them shits. Like
if you lend somebody money, you're expecting that they gotta
so I play this, right? Like say you need help like moving some shit or something like that, right? And I come through for you. Like I don't need that shit right away. But like if I ever need a favor like 8 months from now, like you on speed dial. Like you owe me a favor. I'm not gonna act like
bring it up. Well, I helped you move.
No, then if you try to like, nah, I can't do it. I'm like, well, damn. I wish I would have thought of that when I helped you.
I feel like I witnessed that shit firsthand.
Well, you shouldn't did it.
You think you witnessed that firsthand?
I think I've witnessed that firsthand. Not with me. Not with me. But I feel like I witnessed that.
Do you know the example? You just don't want to say it?
I can't think of it.
No,
but it's just like right up your alley though to say some shit like that.
For counting favors, like is that really an unreasonable thing?
That's crazy.
I don't count favors because if I did it, I did it out the kindness of my heart. I didn't do it.
No, I did the favor out the kindness of my heart.
And he barely got a heart.
So yeah, see, we did
barely.
Once again, just paying out to me this villain. Like what did I do to you?
I'm just telling you, like I accept you for who you are. That's it. But I don't know. I do, bro. I feel like this nigga, he's the type of person where like he has to get his get back regardless. Like if you do something for him, he needs it back. If you do something to him, he's gonna get you back.
Now you wildin'. You just flat out lied. You just flat out lied on me.
At
my house. It's like out of all places.
I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, I'm not saying I need a get back. Yeah, because I've done some favors for you that I've never.
And I promise you, they have come up before.
Give me an example.
We'll talk about that.
No. Let's air it out.
We're talking about
that. You want to call me on the camera? Air the shit out.
We'll talk about that.
I've done a favor from you, and then I called you back out on for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Say it.
Nah,
please.
I'm
begging.
We'll just leave that right there.
I want to know shit.
I want to know too.
We'll leave that right there.
That's his problem. He be saying shit like that, but then don't want to really explain himself. He just little subs.
Certain things for certain platforms.
It's our platform.
Yeah, that's just not right now.
Okay.
My bad. I'll leave.
Yo, pause this shit real quick.
We got some shit to get to the bottom.
Y'all close your ears. I can't wait to hear it. You gonna talk about that then?
I got you.
Okay. Either way, watch when he explain it. It's gonna sound so dumb. Right. That's how I know.
Nigga, just move on.
All right. You brought it up. You brought it up. You making it.
You feel offended. That's
I do feel offended. Anyways, but on to our next topic. Since we talked about Kendrick having one of the best 2024s, he's at the top of the rap game right now. I think nobody can really deny that. No matter how hard you try,
no matter how hard you try to sue,
no matter how hard you try to sue, whatever, right? But when you're at the top of anything, right, it always comes with the shared issues, and I think Kendrick's kind of facing one of his bigger ones since he's been at the top, and it's weirdly enough with Andrew Schulz. Like, out of all the people I thought he might have had a problem with, like, this wasn't the guy.
And I did my research, and I'm like, wait, I'm missing a part here. Like, what the fuck?
In obviously Kendrick dropped the album GNX, first song called Whacked Out Mirrors. In the song, he talked. There's a bar that says, "Don't ever let no white comedian talk about black women."
So how do you know it was him though?
So
people are speculating.
Like,
there's a good amount of people speculating, right? Yeah. So initially, I thought it was Gary Owen. Do you know who that is?
That's black. That's the second person a lot of people speculated on.
He's black though.
So he got the pass.
He can come to the cookout. I watched the interview with him. That nigga had a nigga life. That he.
I mean, he had a trailer park life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I take that because we ain't do that. We might live in the projects.
Yeah. We ain't do no trailer park.
Yo, what's
killing no rap?
What's draw the line?
All right. What's worse, growing up in the projects or the trailer parks?
Trailer parks. Projects are fun. I don't know if you ever lived in the projects. The projects is fun as shit.
Yeah, trailer parks is like, you're not even sure if your house might roll over. Like at least the projects is built in the ground.
The projects is fun. Projects is fun.
You thinking about this?
They have to really think about that.
So you lived in both?
Nah. I ain't living over. No, I ain't living.
No, I feel like trailer parks are worse than the project.
You think so?
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Nah, we'll leave that there.
Bro, a hurricane come right by. You're done. There's nothing left.
Nah, but I feel like the community is like just different. I feel like in the projects, like they just looked down upon, especially because they're being primarily a black community. But
you don't think people look down on trailer parks? I look down on trailer parks.
I look down on y'all.
You got
nothing that you live in the projects, but a trailer park.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
What do you think is worse?
Yo, when I lived in Naugatuck, I lived in a house with literally rats, like and roaches and that shit. And there was some trailer parks up the street from me, and I still look down on them.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like, y'all out here living like this?
That's what we do.
Swiping the bag.
Bro, and I lived in a piece of shit house, and I was like, nah.
Niggas is at the bottom for
we down, but we ain't down.
Yeah. All right, so what do you think is worse, being called trailer trash or a project?
Trailer trash. What are we talking about?
I think trash. It's in the name, trash.
All right, cool. So we'll leave that there. I think it. Yeah. We'll
project baby kind of sound cool.
That's fun.
That's lit. That's a stamp.
Think about yo. If I would wear I'd wear a shirt with Project Baby on it before I wear a shirt with Trailer Trash
up there.
Project Baby, that sounds like a name of a good like rap album.
Fire went platinum. Yeah, Trailer Trash ain't going nowhere.
It might do well in country.
True.
That shit gonna go triple platinum in country.
I would say Trailer Trash.
Yeah. All right. Back to this. So in the song Whacked Out Miros, he has that bar. Some people thought Gary Owen, some people thought Andrew Schulz. Enough people thought Andrew Schulz.
Yeah.
So he went and got his platform, Flagrant 2, and
I don't know why he said he'll grape that man.
He went on for about 30 minutes of that episode talking crazy about Kendrick. And at first it was kind of like, okay, like this is like basic shit talking from a comedian. But when he got to like, yo, I'd rape this man part, I was confused.
Just Kendrick, I would make love to him and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him.
I mean, no security, right. Nobody around, no witnesses.
The lights are out. My dick's out. Like,
there's lube, there's Aquaphor on the table. Right. I'm like, I thought he was gonna talk about like I could beat him up in a fight. Right. That's where I thought. I'm like, he's like, I'd make sweet love to him.
That's white guy humor, you know.
But it wasn't funny. I think the biggest from what I'm looking at it would have been okay if it was funny. Because like if you're a comedian, you do a joke funny, we don't have no other choice but to laugh. But like that whole 30-40 minutes. Only the people that on the show laugh is because they was nervous. It wasn't because it was actually funny.
If you've ever watched the show before, they laugh at anything Andrew says. Like
he's
their boss.
Like, yeah. So it's like hilarious. But like it wasn't funny at all. Like that's the problem with. That's why I think he went for like 30-40 minutes because he was trying to land a joke. You can tell like when you're a funny person,
he was fishing for one.
You was waiting for the response that I got one. He never got it. Because I would have raped. I would have fucked him. Like what? Like
out of all things you could have thought of, like that's where you go to.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I like to think I have a good sense of humor, especially for dark humor. Like I could laugh at a lot of like shit that I think the general public might be offended by. Funny. But that shit was like,
it wasn't funny.
That was a hard watch. Mm-hmm. It was one of those things like where you just got that cringe face on like the whole time. It's like, oh, like, and the worst part is like, y'all shot it. Someone like had to like rewatch and edit it, and like they probably call Andrew's attention. Like, hey man. Like Andrew, come take a look at this real quick. Maybe you didn't hear what you said.
You should put this out.
Then he watched it. He's like, "Oh yeah, what's the problem?
Yeah, this is perfect.
That's like funny.
You don't see them laughing?
That's what I call comedy.
Right. That's not.
To be honest, when I watched it, honestly, I kind of like looked past that and I went to the point where he was trying to make, and I do agree with him slightly. Like honestly,
he did call a lot of Kendrick's hypocrisies on like before he got off the rails.
Right. This is a very racist podcast. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I think a lot of people are hypocrites, right? And I think a lot of it goes unnoticed because you don't have anyone really paying attention to it. So now that Kendrick's at the top, like Drake was, right? He's gonna get a lot. This is to me the beginning of this. Mm-hmm. I think Drake's been going through this shit for the last 10 years. Like Charlamagne the God would like weekly just they'd be talking about fucking like flowers and shit. And Charlamagne would just take a second, real quick, fuck Drake, and then just like and his light skinned self,
right, and then continue on.
back to the topic, like so. If that, that was happening, nobody gave a shit, right? Now it's Kendrick's turn, and people are just kind of like, "Yo, you're not supposed to do this with him." But it's like, it comes with the territory.
You're not.
It's like
I didn't hear what you say. What'd you say?
You're anti-black, pretty much. If you.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's art. It's like what goes on in my house stays in their house. So we can, because I watched the Joe Budden podcast how they was talking about it too. I'm like, I get what they were saying, but like that's our issue. Like when you talk about the women and how he would like his whole spill, I get that. But that's our business to talk about. It's not yours.
So you agree that he was right though. He had a point.
He had a point. You shouldn't chime in. It's like
okay, right.
This
message.
Is your friend. He know I'm right, but since it's your friend, he's not gonna say nothing.
So right message, wrong messenger. Okay,
yeah, 100%.
I don't agree with that at all. I think honestly, a message could come from anybody. The truth is the truth. Like if I'm saying something about a white woman and it's the truth. It's the truth. If somebody's saying something about a black man and it's coming from a white woman, it's the truth. I feel like we classify ourselves in these boxes and then refuse to be spoken about by other people, but then think it's okay for us to then talk about everyone else. And that's not okay. I feel like you have to, the same way how we dish it out, we have to be able to receive it. And I don't think he was being disrespectful in any way. I think he was just calling.
When he said he'd rape
besides the rape part. He's like, okay. All right, I thought I had made my point clear, but I don't think he meant anything disrespectful in terms of talking about black people. But I think in terms of talking about Kendrick Lamar, absolutely. I agree with what he said.
So what's your thoughts on Candace Owens? This is like different, but I just want to see.
I 100% agree with Candace Owens.
On everything?
Like majority of stuff, to be honest with you.
Okay.
He just called
I take it you
just called you Uncle Ruckus in his head.
No, because she's a very smart lady, but I think Candace
from Connecticut. From Connecticut.
Random fact.
That she's black. And I know that's like, what do you mean by that? Like, a lot of shit would make sense if at the end of the day they're going to treat you like a black person. And you don't remember that when you be having these think pieces and shit.
Yeah.
So you could try to act like you don't have the experience that all of us have as black people, but you did. And you get on TV to act like, oh no, that's not my experience.
Yo, I think that, like, especially with people like her, was like, she's had the black experiences. She just doesn't blame the experiences on her being black.
Which we shouldn't be. Like, that's what I'm saying. Which we should not be.
I don't know. That's a...
Go ahead, white man.
Which we should not be.
No, I'm back on his side. You lost me. You lost me.
Which we should not be. I think, like, we're so quick to throw out the race card all the time and say that I've experienced this because I'm black, or I experienced this negative thing because I was black. Not all the time it's because you're black. To be honest with you, maybe you're a shitty person. Maybe you have done something that has caused somebody to do that. Yes, there are racist. Yes, there are racist people. Yes, there are bad people. Okay. I'm not discrediting that. I'm saying that there are times, God forbid, you did something outside of being black.
While being black.
While being black.
Okay.
Like, I think you need a nigga wake up call. Have you ever seen a Dave Chappelle? Well, no, it wasn't even Dave Chappelle. It was Paul Mooney.
Okay. But I was on the.
He was on it, but he was a stand up that he did where he was giving people like Oprah and people a nigga
Wayne
wake
Wonder,
up call.
Not Wayne Wonder. Wayne Brady.
Yep, everybody they nigga wake up call because like that sound good until you in a moment you realize, oh, this is happening to me because I'm black.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That, like, I feel like most people have had a racist experience. Like, and I'm not taking away from that at all. But I do think we tend to jump towards that being the conclusion, that being the end all be all.
You're
and
very
it's not.
smart, and I lived ignorant. So like, I would just say,
no, maybe you know something I don't. I think
I'm
that
black. I know.
as am I, and I think that I grew up in the hood and everything. My boys is your local drug dealer. Like, I'm telling you that a lot of times. I'm just. Like, I say what boy, but my niggas.
I don't really chill with him like that.
I don't know him like that.
This one specifically. Nah, but I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Like, it's not like I'm oblivious or like I live outside of it and talking upon it. Like, I've lived in it, and I've know
I'm just being
there's
funny,
a
but like,
there's a reality to that. We just love to throw that out immediately. And when you ask me about Candace Owens, I think she calls out a lot of hypocrisy in the black community and a lot of bullshit that black people do.
Yeah,
and I agree with it.
I think.
But how?
I think Candace Owens does make some good points, and she calls out people for the right things, right? But she also 100% excludes the race factor. That's my issue with that. Right?
That's my problem.
That's my obviously she makes good points, right? And I think her intent is good sometimes, but she just excludes. It's like, okay, yeah, this happened to you, but there's no way it happened to you because you're black,
Right.
And then that's what I don't like about her, because in her world, it doesn't think racism's a thing at all.
Right.
That's dangerous. And we gotta be real. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that is.
But it's also just as dangerous to believe that everything that happens to you.
I think you got to find the happy medium of like, all right.
Okay, one more. I'm sorry to cut you off. What you think about Uncle Umar?
I love Umar.
Okay.
Love Umar.
Okay.
But the same way I love Umar, the same way I love Charleston White too.
Well, no, because I won't take him serious. He's hilarious to me. I don't.
I think he'd be dead serious.
He's dead serious, and a lot of shit he be saying is the truth too.
Wow, maybe I'm just so pro-black. We can't do nothing wrong. That's my issue. I
think pro-black goggles on people be having people blinded. Honestly, like
you think being too pro-black actually hurts the community?
No,
to the point where like you don't hold people accountable.
Like let's just say going back to the
because I hold people. If you dumb, you dumb. I'm not oblivious to black people doing stupid shit.
Okay.
But in the greater scheme of things, we're never wrong. Like it was right.
Yeah. Okay. That's a problem. Right. That's a problem. This is my boy, right? And like you said, this is my nigga. If you come in and you have an issue with him, you could tell him he's wrong. Now, obviously be respectful about it. Now, when you get to the point where you're being disrespectful, now we got a problem. But if you're telling him like, yo, he did something wrong, you being outside of our friendship, there's no problem with that.
No, you know what? I don't like how you use me as an example. He's always making it seem like I'm the fucking wrong. You know what? I think I might have a new fat friend over here because like if he's just gonna be on my side no matter what, I'm for it, man.
Fuck it. He gonna ride with you through your bullshit and everything.
Yeah.
That wish my friend was okay. We do.
I like what I'm hearing here. A lot of good takes.
Right.
That's your problem. You're always calling me out on shit.
No,
I ain't call you out on
he likes how he thinks, but like I just can't think like that. And that's fucked up to say. It's like real ignorant. People probably in the comments so he's dumb, but like it's
because what I found interesting, and it's interesting that you brought up Dr. Umar, right? So obviously I saw the Andrew Schulz clip of him saying like calling out Kendrick on a lot of his hypocrisies, right? And like a day or two later, Dr. Umar did some type of seminar. I think it was at a HBCU. And he actually said very similar things that Andrew said as far as like the problems of rapper, how rap like kind of just promotes.
Said that's like
no, but it was just like the timing was like, damn, it's like, okay, they're both kind of saying very similar things here. One's getting like the complete opposite reaction.
It's not your place to say it, and that's how I feel about stuff.
Okay, so you think you shouldn't comment on other people's races then if you're outside that race?
Yeah, I can't say nothing.
You don't think that kind of keeps you in a cloud of like...
No. Let us handle our problems. You worry about yours.
But do you think that's working?
I mean, it hasn't worked for 200 years, but if it's broke, why fix it?
You said if it's broke, why fix it?
I mean, it's not going to get any better. Trump just got elected president. Let's be real. We're going down a dangerous hill that like it's pointless.
I get that, but I don't know. I mean... I feel like it could be dangerous when you're not open to opinions from people from the outside.
No, I'm not
because
saying I'm not open to. This is all comedy purpose, y'all. Like, don't think I'm like an ignorant. Like,
I'm all for it. This is gonna make us look good.
I'll just let him speak. I don't want to cut him off. I'm just keep digging yourself deeper.
One, I'm very intelligent. I get it. I'm the least racist person you ever meet.
Says all racist people. That is their favorite statement. Though. I'm not saying that applies to you.
No, I'm seriously.
I voted for Barack Obama.
Yo, here's like the most racist person you'll ever speak to. Like right before they speak, I'm not racist
at all.
I'm not racist at all. Seriously, I love all people. I just love black people more than anything. That kind of sums up.
Which I think everyone should love their race.
Like even having these conversations, I find out black people are the only people that care about black people at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's how most people are.
Yeah, and then I'm not gonna say, but it's people that don't realize that. Like Candace, when then people fired you, you came over to black platforms to kind of get your name built up.
Okay.
Because none of the other ones was fucking with you. Let's just be real. We always look out for us, no matter how bad we fuck up. Black people always gonna have each other's back, and that's how I just look at things.
I mean, I think everyone's like that. You don't think white people operate in the same way?
No, 100%, but they're not gonna have the other black person on the side. Oh, I love everyone. We can just invite them in.
Okay,
absolutely, they do. I think that the same way. So let's just say you have a Candace Owen opposite, right? A white woman that is pro-black. If she gets fired from, let's just say, a black station, where do you think she's gonna go? To a white station?
They were not. You're bugging now. It's no way you think they're gonna take. Come on. Now.
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that our kind are good. Like,
do you think like a white woman like that would get kind of banished from her community? If in this hypothetical situation?
What's that lady name? She was big during Trump's first presidency. Tommy Lauren.
The short-haired one?
White lady, like
that was on a news anchor or something?
Oh, yeah. What?
She started changing her thoughts. Where is she?
She disappeared. I don't know. I never really paid attention to her.
Because she started to get more middle of the aisle, more
Did
like
she?
Yeah, and she got fired and everything. And now where is she?
You know, it's
I mean, but the difference is that she has a platform right now,
she's probably even more famous. Like
she's not though. She
has a platform where she has a group of core supporters. So if you deviate from your core supporters, of course you're gonna have nobody. Like you kind of got to start afresh. So going back to Candace Owen, let's just say she deviates from her core.
No, but I fuck with Candace. That's where you're right. She does have some good points. So I'm always gonna be pro-black. I'm very ignorant. If you
what are we arguing about at this point?
We're just arguing.
Like, what are we arguing about?
It's content.
Candace Owens. Honestly, I agree with a lot of things she said. Yes, she is blind to the fact that there is racism.
That she's black. That's the only part that I disagree with. She doesn't realize that she's black.
Yeah, she does. She does teeter the line on that. You're not realizing that she is black and that there is actually racism. But I do agree with a lot of points, and I think she calls out the black community a lot. Now, does she have a right to say that, being that she says she doesn't have too many black experiences? She doesn't even know what we say in church. I don't know, but like in terms of like her points, her points are valid. Just the same way I would look
I
at
think,
Charleston White and be like, his points are valid. And the next white guy, I will look at his points and be like, his points towards the black community
I
are
think
valid.
sometimes when you're too objective, you come off like an asshole.
Right.
But like the facts are the facts, no matter what you feel.
No matter how you spin them, they're the facts. Whether it's a black person or a white person, the facts are the facts.
Because you don't really know the fact. I mean, that's ignorant. Say you don't
You
know
the facts. You're black.
But you don't know what leading up to what happened. So you can say the black community do this, and this, but you don't know what happened behind the scene.
So if a white person was raised in the hood and they had
not raised in the hood,
I'm just saying. Let's just say, right, a white person was raised in the hood, right? They generations on generations were raised in the hood.
They're gonna have the same mindset as most black people. They're not,
and so they don't have a right to speak on black people.
No, they can, but they're.
Well, you did invite Gary Owen to the cookout,
and I watched plenty of interviews with him. He thinks like a black person. Like it's just he's a Negro.
See, this is a very controversial thing, right? Because a lot of people think that the black community just gives out too many cookout invites to white people. Unearned. So what about Gary Owens, who was like, oh, he's valid just because he struggled?
Nigga had daddy issues. He had abandonment issues. He struggled. My type of guy.
So just trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's exclusive to the black community?
Yeah.
Not really. No.
Again, this is
a lot of Hispanic people without families, and they're one of the most family-oriented communities.
But they're included in my black bubble. It's not like I'm really like.
So you have black and blackish, and then kind of black,
they're like black adjacent. Like, it's the same thing.
Everything but white.
You get me now.
That's crazy.
Yo, you do amazing with the Hebrew Israelites.
No, they scare me. You ever seen them motherfuckers?
We've had them on here, man. You sound like one of them. Bro, that was like no lie, like bar for bar what he said. Everybody but white.
Everyone but white
is good.
So you're anti-white?
No.
Ish.
I'm
kind of
black. Being pro something doesn't mean anti anything.
That's true.
You're not gonna put that on me.
That's true. There was an awkward pause.
Right.
No, because we get lost. You're right. The conversation goes crazy. But it's like, no, I don't hate anyone. You do what's best for you and your people. I love to see it. I like, comment, subscribe. We can collab. We can talk. We can build. But like at the end of the day, my agenda is like uplifting black people.
Okay.
And I hate anybody tearing black people down. Even if they're right. We do that behind the doors. Don't let the public.
So
know,
I don't think white people should tear black people down, but I don't think Andrew Schulz tore a black person down.
I mean,
he did say he was gonna fuck him, but outside of that,
that's Kendrick out of it. It's like a lot of things he said in the past that people are bringing up, like he's just a racist guy altogether.
Is he a racist guy, or has he said made racial comments? Like,
do you all right? Yes or no question, right? Do you actually think Andrew Schulz is racist?
No, but he does racist comments because he thinks it's funny. My thing, it's okay when it's funny, but when it's not funny, it becomes a problem.
But it's
if it's not funny, it's still okay. It's just not funny.
Comedy's subjective, right? It's not funny to you, but what if other people find it funny?
Nobody found it funny. Like it wasn't funny at all.
You survey people?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But, show me the stats letter.
90% of niggas said no. Like, but I think because Charlamagne said next time we give him a pass a lot.
I think Charlamagne's the reason Andrew Schulz has the balls to say what he does because he's got like that proxy. Yeah, he got the cookout that you're just out here giving to anybody apparently. But I don't think if Charlamagne was on the show Brilliant Idiots, I don't think Andrew Schulz would have the confidence as he does to speak on black people.
No, and I feel like him being next to Charlamagne that really catapulted him to where he's at now because he wasn't really that big before. Now he's like he's giving commentary on hip hop.
His platform is bigger than the one Charlamagne's on. Not Breakfast Club. I'm talking about the Brilliant Idiots one.
Yeah, but that's because of Charlamagne. You don't think he got he wasn't popular?
No, I'm saying Charlamagne helped him, but now it seems like Andrew's like even beyond him.
Yeah, because he's white. So like all you gotta do is give him a little kickstart. They can take off.
Yo, do you think this thing with Andrew Schulz is it gonna like be like the start of his downfall, or this is gonna blow over?
Come on, next week when we talk about something different. Come on.
Right. By the time this drops, this will be old news.
Old news. Come on, it happens all the time. That shit's not.
So
serious.
what did happen is Andrew Schulz now is facing some backlash from Kendrick Lamar fans. A lot of them are actually threatening Andrew's family and his kid and his daughter.
And that's not okay. That's why we taking the shit too far. It's media. Like, come on now. Like, you want to kill his kids now? You threatening it? Like, come on.
Yo, but then like a lot of people they're like, well, he shouldn't have said that shit about Kendrick, so like he deserves this.
How do you guys feel about what he actually said about Kendrick?
It was just weird. It wasn't even like it was just like.
No, I mean outside of the fucking
like
the actual comments about like his music.
So are you talking about up to the rape part?
Yeah, up to the rape part. Like,
the rape part.
Obviously, we have a clear understanding that the rape part was like
out
of pocket.
Right.
Out of control. Yeah. I thought it was all fair game.
Okay.
I thought he called out a lot of his hypocrisies, which I think a lot of people think either way about Future or about Kendrick.
Yeah.
Especially because like what really won him the beef was these accusations against Drake, right? But then it's like, and then people just started pointing out, it's like, all right, you said this about him, but then like you kind of hang out with these people, you've got this going on. It's just like, So I think I think Andrew would almost been kind of fucking valid if he just didn't go off the rails right at the end. So like,
right. What are your thoughts?
I think it's just the great part, and then that's when we start talking about this is you emasculating a black man. Now it becomes a racial thing. Now I'm talking about you don't like black people. Right. You see, like,
yeah, now people are saying that like
people are referencing that he was like butt breaking.
Yeah, like the term.
Fuck that mean?
It's like a old I think slave thing where they like would get like the strongest like man in the
rape him.
In the group and like rape. Yeah, they'd call out, they'd get Diddy from the back to come in and just like make rape a lesson out of this guy.
That example, anyone else and then, that like this is what you could get pretty much.
Because like even the rape thing, I think it would have went better if it was funnier. You know what I'm saying?
That's
because like if you would have added like I just said Diddy, like they would have just laughed about it and went going. But since it didn't like have a good punchline, it was just like
there was no punchline. This guy was just saying like crazy shit.
Because he was trying to find a joke. He was trying to make something funny.
It just didn't.
Like I said, that's like white people jokes. They'll always joke about shit.
Yo, and then
fucking each other and mad gay shit.
Well, who said that? It was a.
So
somebody did.
That's actually you brought up something good, right? So a couple months ago, this happened to academics, right? So Saucy Santana said, whatever they are.
Come on, him.
Yeah, him, they, whatever, right? Saucy Santana said that he was gonna beat up academics and fuck him in the ass, right? And
Jesus,
and
that's scary as fuck. Like I'm not fucking with you at all.
And academics was on the stream crying, like literally crying, like I don't play like this,
like crying.
And, no, like there's crying. There's really? Like tears.
Crying,
that's a really like.
Was you crying because you thought you couldn't beat him, or you like what were you crying for?
Now my thing is like, that's a real threat. Like,
but everybody was that was a joke. No one took it as serious as they're taking this Kendrick and Schulz thing.
Because I
didn't find that funny. I was terrified for him.
It was
no, that shit wasn't funny.
It's academics though. He put a lot of hate out. Like he deserved it. If that man would have,
you think he deserves to get raped?
Yeah. I'm just playing, y'all.
The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy from this guy. Right?
Cut the clip.
No, but I think it was more of a we didn't take it as serious. I think
because it was coming from a black man.
Yeah, no, I'm racist.
Because it was coming out of a black man's mouth. God forbid a white man said some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, if Schulz said he's gonna rape academics, I'm pretty sure there'd been more of a backlash than there was.
It would have been backlash. Even Saucy said it would, if he would have said to academics, it would have been like, what are you doing? No matter what person it was, it would have been because you're a white man. So it just goes back to we were slaves and you're trying to take power away from us.
Yo, and the crazy shit is, it's like this is actually really good timing for Andrew Schulz, and I don't know if this was planned by him because he just shot a Netflix special.
Oh, it's gonna go crazy.
So now
Number
people,
one,
it's gonna just go crazy because people want to what is he gonna talk about it in the special?
So
he just shot a Netflix special,
something like that. He just wrapped it up. But I feel like once you kind of got that buzz, it kind of carries.
I just shot it. Like,
it's kind of like Kendrick's project, right? Like he had the diss song. Now he dropped because Kendrick don't really drop albums like that, right? But it made sense to drop one this year because he had the most buzz he had ever had.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't know if sometimes I feel like these people are more calculated than we think. Like we think it's just random, but it's because why would Schulz say that, right? That wasn't funny. It was just out of control. But you also just shot a special.
That's gonna go number
one.
On Netflix.
You know what I'm saying? You need people to come tune in.
I think that's why he commented on that, and I think he just let himself get a little too far. I don't think he planned on saying he was gonna fuck Kendrick. I don't think I don't think he went into that thinking that that's what he's gonna do. But I think because of the comedy special, he was like, okay, even if there's a possibility that he's talking about me, let me comment on.
Okay.
That. Yeah, and then he just let himself just go too far.
On brand, great timing as always, right? Whenever something happens with a man, there's always someone that's gonna come out and speak out.
Yeah.
So one of Andrew Schultz's exes, kind of her issues with him resurfaced. Her name's Sarah Phillips, and she pretty much just spoke on how Andrew used to be kind of abusive to her.
See, that's why you gotta be careful when you get famous and starts because it's always somebody that remember you. Like I don't like shit like that. Tell you what, that's why I don't argue with nobody. I don't want nobody to put no shit up from 2009.
I mean, she said like she was like getting sick throughout the relationship, and she found out that he was using her toothbrush to rub like the bottom of his shoes or something like that. I don't know how true it is. That's what she said.
Was this verified from her? Like this is really his ex?
Yeah. So this is like one of his ex, which was mixed too, by the way. And I guess like he would like rub her makeup off in like public if he thought it was too much. He would tell her what to wear and stuff like that. I mean, this guy's been famous for a long time. I never heard any of this stuff
That's what I
until
was about to say, but I didn't try to be insensitive. Like, why is this coming out now?
That's how it always is. Though. As soon as you start going downhill, everybody come out the woodwork. He called me a bitch.
Right.
Who cares, bitch? Like,
jeez. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Who cares? Why would you act
like I think it is kind of stale for like, okay, you're looking for the perfect opportunity to just get your 10 seconds of fame.
We on other shit right now.
Right.
That's why he called you a bitch.
For real.
Yo, but I feel like it just helps with the hate for the person.
Yeah.
Because now the people that are already like looking for more reasons to hate Andrew Schulz is like, okay, and he fucking does this shit to
Right,
women.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
fuck this guy. He's a racist and misogynist, you know?
Right.
Like it just really piles on the hate. Then it goes away after a week and everything goes
away,
back
though.
to
You
normal.
notice everything goes away though. Like all the celebrity shit, it all goes
Yo, do you
away.
think anyone's ever been effectively canceled?
Yeah.
Who?
Who? Besides Diddy.
He's not even really technically canceled yet.
Who was it that was effectively canceled?
There's one guy.
What's that Indian guy? The big
There's a lot. There's a lot of
the
them.
comedian nigga that had like a really big run, and then he said something.
Aziz Ansari?
Probably.
He was older.
Me and you were just talking about this like not too long.
Aziz Ansari. He's a younger. Yeah, he's on top of the world. He got accused of like sexual assault and then like just disappeared. And he was like one of the top comics at the time. Like before, I think it was like 2018, 19. He's getting like Netflix shows. He was doing like arena tours, and he got accused of sexual assault by some woman. It was a weird one the way she kind of accused him because she didn't like kind of accuse him of straight up rape.
Mm-hmm.
He pretty much just said like, "Yo, I was like in an uncomfortable situation that I felt like I was forced to do," but she didn't say like he forced them. If I remember,
That's another episode. I don't like that. Next topic.
No,
Because I don't want like. They're already gonna probably throw my episode away. But it's
but there has been people that have gotten canceled though.
effectively.
Yeah.
Can you think of anybody?
I can't because even who
There's one person that effectively got canceled. This guy was on Twitter. Probably not that known. You may not know him, right? There used to be this guy on Twitter called Brother Nature.
I don't know who. Yeah.
He was like just like some guy on Twitter, right? He used to do a lot of like content with animals, and then one time he just like went down on vacation or something and he got beat up, and he kind of lied about how he got beat up. He just said he got jumped like randomly and stuff like that. But I used to see his content all the time. Like he was like one of the biggest people on Twitter at the time. And then when people found out he lied about like getting jumped and he just got his ass beat straight up, people just like really like canceled
Stop
him.
fucking with him.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm like out of. I'm saying yeah, but like it was like yo, I'm like I thought this was an understandable lie.
Right. That ain't even nothing.
But I'm
that
like yo,
bad.
like damn, they really like said fuck him. Like that was it. Like I never saw his tweets again. Like I don't even know if he's like still got a content or a platform.
But like mainstream, no, I don't think nobody was effectively.
Like everyone bounces back. You think?
Yeah, eventually, because we don't care that much. Like just be real. Overall, society doesn't care that much.
Okay.
Give you some time, sit down for a couple of months a year, then you just bounce back. People are gonna start talking like Jussie Smollett. He acting now after he said that people raped and robbed.
Yo,
him.
I think they
Which is a wild thing to say, like what unprovoked. Like why would you say that?
they reversed his
he got
court hearing.
everything thrown out.
Yes,
there.
it's
Like,
all like expunged.
he's back. He got a movie coming out. So like,
Good for him.
right? I don't know why that was the weirdest thing. I still don't know why you did it, but
Like, none of it made sense.
at all.
Like two Nigerian
They called
men,
him out
like
pretty
just,
much immediately.
I heard it. It was fake.
They called him out
Nobody
immediately.
Yo, you know what it was, bro? He was making the lie as it went along. Like he didn't plan the lie at all.
You called him out immediately to shit. Now it's like people. Now you wanted sympathy from America, and people are speculating like if you're a liar or not.
Now
at the same time,
Nigerians. I knew it was a lie when he first said that. This don't sound right. This don't because why are you outside at a Subway at 2
Yo,
a.m.?
it was on top of the world too, man. He was on Empire.
Subway
Like
not
he,
even open at 2 a.m. What are you doing?
Two random guys just following you.
And so that's the guy from,
Got
with a mega hat. An African. Like, come on.
No, but Africans would definitely wear a MAGA hat.
I don't know the ones that wear mega hats.
No, they wouldn't even wear with like the intent of promoting MAGA. I'm just talking about like
just wear the hat.
real immigrants. Like they'll put on anything.
They love a hat.
Yeah.
Niggas will wear anything.
My dad got about like 67 hats, bro. Like he just be popping up with hats.
Don't give a fuck. The color's good. That's it. We good. Like
yeah.
Give a fuck about the message.
All right. Yo, should Charlamagne the God check Andrew for what's going on right now? Because Andrew keeps getting into these like race issues, you know, specifically with black people. And you obviously you got Charlamagne the God next to him every week on their platform. And he doesn't really, he seems to let Andrew slide with a lot of shit. And for someone that typically calls out a lot of nonsense behavior, but like, you know, with him, he's like, he just like kind of turns a blind eye.
It's sad to say, but this is my friend. So like my friend could like, it's my friend. I'm gonna let you cook. Do what you want to do. So
you think Charlamagne should just continue as is?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I'm surprised by this. You being so pro-black and all.
Because it's my friend. And Charlamagne's probably.
So yo, if you had a white friend that was out here wilding in the streets, you stand by him?
Pull him to the side. I would say something like
Do you think Charlamagne's pulling Andrew to the side or
he's
no?
he's definitely saying something to him. There's no, and it's probably not. You can't say that as like, bro, you wilding right now. Like,
okay.
You just calm down.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that he should say something to him, but to be honest with you, I'm not offensive because, like I said, I don't think that what he's saying is wrong, but I do think that like Charlamagne has given other black people. I've seen Charlamagne like on video give. Other
he's
black
very
people
critical
advice.
of other people,
right? Give other people advice though, in terms of like, okay, like you're drawing too much attention to yourself or whatever. So I feel like he is having those conversations now. If he is gonna do that to Andrew, I don't know, but I think it may be in Andrew's best interest to kind of like taper it back a bit because this is the backlash that he's getting so far. But
I mean, it's like twice in a year. He had the issue with shits and gigs, you know, a couple months ago, and now he's another issue, like a racial issue,
which is crazy because he was just defending black women when it came to Fresh and Fit.
Who, Andrew Schulz?
They're just horrible people though, so you gotta defend. Like it's just like why do bitches? Why do women?
The common enemy.
Yeah, like why do they go up? I don't understand. They must pay them well to go up there and just be humiliated. Like
I don't think they pay him anything.
I think women would do anything for clout. And I think that show is the perfect example of it. Like you go on that show to get humiliated. Like you're not going there.
These losers just destroy. Like that's wild to me.
Would you, if Freshman Fit invited you, would you go on?
Oh yeah, I'm coming with some shit though. Oh, I'm coming.
Oh my god, look at this guy folded immediately.
Are you kidding me? Call me a thought. Of course, I don't have that much standards.
I respect it.
I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm gonna turn this shit down.
Right, we could be.
And I don't disagree with him.
So it'd be Fresh and Fit. Candace Owens gets you the invite next. You going down there too?
I would love to talk to Candace Owens because you're right. It's not like she say some good shit, but you just have to convince me to like take out the point that I'm black because I always. I put I'm black in the front of my mind. You want to say the world's perfect and all that, but you got to look in your head. Nah, they is doing shit to black people every day just because they're black. And you turn a blind eye to that. It's wild to me. I'm always going to say that.
Do you, so you're very pro-black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything to help out the black community?
All the time.
Like what?
I let niggas borrow money. I help them get jobs. I write resumes. I lie. I help get pardons. I do a lot of shit.
Pardons?
All you do is write letters and shit. I do a lot of shit for black. I have volunteered at soup
kitchens. I think things for black community or your black friends.
It sounds like you're letting like convicts out into the loose. Like,
he's helping his boys out.
You're helping criminals. That's what it sounds like here.
Oh wow, no, I've since a kid I ran a summer camp for black youth in the city for like 5 summers. So they won't be outside on the streets.
All right. Okay.
I done nonprofit work. I do church work and everything for the black community.
Okay, nice. Good to hear.
I used to volunteer at soup kitchens and shit.
Would you only feed the black?
Like I said, don't check my black resume, nigga. I'm black as it comes.
People,
all right.
But it's like I just saw the black people go first. Like if you want, you got an extra piece of cornbread.
I got you.
It's sublet racism. Like,
all right. Man, I gotta make sure, man. Some people, they make a lot of claims like that, but don't really do nothing to back that up. So make sure you're on your shit.
Do you believe in reverse racism?
No.
Kind of.
Do you believe in reverse racism?
1,000%.
What's reverse racism?
Black people being racist to other communities, or people of lower demographic being racist.
Black people can't be racist.
Black people absolutely can't be racist.
I think by definition, black people can't be racist, but I think you could be prejudiced.
Can't or can?
No, by definition, I think literally to be racist, you have to have I forgot the exact definition, but it's you have to have economical influence.
Right. Yeah.
Economical influence, which
Can we
black
look up
people
the
can't
definition
have.
of racism?
What?
Can we look up the definition of racism?
No problem. I mean, we got somebody in the controls over there. It's just
She on TikTok. I'm talking about.
all right.
Because I do believe that black people can be racist
I
by
said
definition.
prejudice, not
Racism,
racist.
racist prejudice.
All right.
It's two different
The
things.
definition of racism: prejudice, discrimination, or by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on a basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Typically, but not 100%.
I mean, nothing's 100%, so they got to put that typically.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you black people can be racist. Can be racist.
Where did you get that out? That definition?
Can you read it one more time?
Marginalized. White people are not marginalized in any what?
Yeah.
Like
Yo, I would say you could probably be.
You throw me the phone.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm done. I'm done with favors for you.
it did say marginalized, right?
It is. No, I would say maybe if you would pick a African country where white people are a minority, you could probably be racist in that scenario. But in America, it's hard to. I think the population is just so off.
I don't know what y'all heard, but from what I heard, black people can be racist based off the definition.
I thought I heard marginalized, so maybe I heard.
No, you singled out marginalized, but outside of that, there is other things that can classify black people as being racist.
Marginalized. So you have to be the dominant. We can be the dominant race, but you have to be. I would say economically, you have to be the bigger. You can't. Black people can't be racist. Classes.
Bottom line.
Prejudice. I get it because it is sometimes black people talk about Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But black people can't be racist. Next
Absolutely, black people can be racist.
We could agree to disagree.
1,000%.
White coat. This is crazy. He's like,
First of all, all right. We'll talk about that. He got that shit on right now. Right?
it shows.
Nah, I'm saying he looking fly.
No, I wasn't talking about the outfit.
Oh, I thought it was a white coat. I got you.
White coat as in the KKK.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. The flies he been in 6 months.
This nigga.
Oh wow, that hurt my feelings like that.
That's a compliment.
To say I ain't get dressed in 6 months.
He been on his shit.
Now you see why I say the things that I say about him.
He said it first, and then I got I'm gonna just take it.
All right, bro. This is a beef between us.
Let's not get other people involved.
Let's stay on topic. Nah, I do 100% white people. It's a group of people that's prejudiced towards another group of people. That's what I gather from that. You picked out marginalized, which is a part of what they said, but you can be prejudiced towards another group of people.
I've actually looked up the word, and I've watched people explain it, and it typically is the more economical effect of racism. That's the biggest part of it, and why? Because if you look it up, or at least the videos I've seen, it's the way they explain it why black people can't be is because they have no economical influence. Because true.
I mean, that's what.
Because
that's how we separate it. But by definition, you can be racist.
Is actual influence.
He's a smart guy.
Not by definition.
Okay.
Oh,
by definition, it says that black people can be racist.
All right.
That's what the definition says.
So we just come.
I mean, we could add in other things, but by definition,
the
black people can be racist.
But, all right, let's move on to our next topic.
Marginalized.
So he's stuck on that word. All right, so Spotify put out their list of the most streamed artists of 2024 globally. So I'm gonna read off the top 20. Can you guys guess who's number one?
Drake.
No.
I mean, I already went through. Yeah.
All right,
But it makes sense though.
Keep guessing.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is number one most streamed artist in 2024 on Spotify. Taylor Swift. The Weeknd. That surprised me. I like The Weeknd.
Actually, how about this? Can we give you 3 tries to guess the top 5?
They're gonna be white people, but so number 1 is Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Number 2 is The Weeknd.
Yep.
He's mixed. 3 has to be.
Doesn't have to be in any order. Just pick the top 5.
I'll say that. He's Spanish.
Who do you think is in the top 5?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, Baby, same person.
Okay.
You're helping them out.
I said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 4, right?
That's
3.
That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 more.
So you got Taylor Swift, The Weeknd, Bad Bunny,
and Drake's not in the top 5 at all.
I didn't say that.
But I said Drake. Yeah, I didn't.
All right, Drake's 4. Drake's 4.
Yeah.
All right. Five. I would have never guessed because I've never listened to one song by her, but I think maybe it makes sense. She's always in the media. You'll never get this shit. Young white chick.
Billie Eilish?
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Because people fuck with Billie. She like.
I never listen to her, bro. I don't
Billie
know one
Eilish
song by
music
her.
is fire.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Am I missing out?
It's
Yeah, you're missing out, bro.
Like, and she can sing for real too.
Bro, she always got like these weird ass outfits on. That's
She
just
do.
kind of like fucking.
Don't judge her by the fits, my
Okay.
nigga.
She
Her
got some
her
shit.
voice is
She
crazy.
got some
Alright.
shit.
Number 6 is Travis Scott.
Okay.
That's bots. Go ahead.
You don't fuck with Travis Scott?
Since he killed them people, ain't nobody been fucking with Travis. Go ahead.
Since he killed them people,
Like,
he's specifically responsible for their deaths.
First of all, that always increases views for rappers. So that's where you messed up right
Since he
there.
killed them people is a
He ain't
crazy
fucking with
statement.
him. Yeah. Allegedly.
Number 7, I've never heard this name in my life. Peso Pluma.
Nah, that's fake. That is fake as fuck. Whoever the fuck
must-
that
It's probably
person
doing
is.
real good in like Europe or some
But
shit.
it's global, so it
Yeah,
might be
no,
like,
this isn't just America. Number 8.
Is that the nigga that makes that
I couldn't tell you.
the
I don't
song
know if this is a
from-
woman or man.
Nah, remember what's the song that we listened to in Mardi Gras?
Nah, it ain't that shit.
That's not that song?
That's something they kept playing.
Y'all
Now.
went to Mardi Gras?
Huh?
Y'all went to Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Mardi Gras.
Oh, you can't.
Please.
Next is Kanye West.
Yeah.
He put out 2 albums this year. It makes sense.
True.
Number 9, Ariana Grande. I didn't know she made music still.
Those last 3 are just weird to me, to be honest with you.
Kanye West makes sense to me.
Not really. Not really.
UG. This is all
Not
bots.
really.
So
Number 10 is Feed.
FedEx.
Feet? FEET?
FEID.
That got to be
Who the
global.
fuck is
I
that?
don't know who
That
yeah.
sound European.
Yeah.
No, you know I was thinking about Yeet. That's what it was.
Number 11, Arjit Singh. That sounds Indian.
We should
Okay.
practice this before we
Number
write it on TV.
number 12. I'm fine with it. Number 12, Eminem.
Huh?
Bro, I don't know. Eminem's always getting streamed. Like I don't know who's listening to Eminem, but he's always getting
You
streamed.
know what?
Oh,
This
he
is
came out with
what
an album this year, though.
this is
He
what
did come out album. Yeah.
this is what white people say when they say I listen to rappers. They pick
This is
Eminem.
Eminem?
So it makes
All right. Right below Eminem is Kendrick Lamar, the number 13th most streamed artist in 2024 on Spotify.
too high.
Too high?
No, I'm fucking with you.
Not like us.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's probably the only song that carried him up
I'm
there.
surprised he's that low.
No, it's probably the only song that carried him up there.
People don't really listen to Kendrick. You gotta be like he has great music, but like
You're having a hard time saying it.
because it's just like that Black Panther music. So it's like a lot of people not into that. It's not
Okay,
like
okay.
the mall music that Drake makes. So it's not. It's different.
14, Lana Del Rey.
I never knew she still.
I fuck with Lana music.
I never knew she still made music though.
I do like Lana music.
15, Future.
No,
You don't think Future should be in the top 20?
no, absolutely not.
You're out of fuck.
Absolutely.
This is why
not.
your music takes it the
old
worst.
21
shit.
Savage should be in above Future. To be honest with you, for sure.
Bro,
What
this
does Future
count,
drop
this
this
counts
year?
all, this is overall all streams. Future's catalog is so crazy. Like he'll
I was
always
about
be
to say it might have been some old shit, but it
Yeah,
got him up
probably.
here.
probably fucking Dirty Sprite 2 still getting him up here, man.
Probably.
Purple
probably,
Rain.
Probably.
I'm respecting this shit.
Yeah.
16, Karol G.
That makes sense.
I
I think
listen-
she
I like her
should have been a
music.
lot higher though.
Who?
Karol G, Spanish artist.
17.
She had a big year this year though.
I
Like
don't know who she is. I can't comment.
you've heard her songs for sure.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure.
17, Metro Boomin.
That's expected.
I mean, he's put out like a lot of projects
Yeah.
this year. So like,
And he's been beefing too, so people listening. So
That's expected.
18, the number 1 gambler in the world, Bruno Mars.
y'all really think he's like
He owed like Vegas like $90 million.
Really?
Oh, you know, he's a crazy gambler.
forever.
Yeah.
You didn't see it on Shade Room?
He's really
Oh,
in like
you followed the Shade Room.
no, not at all.
See?
He
Hold on,
wait,
I got a question about
what's the
this
story
shit, though.
behind that though? All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go gamble, you don't win.
and you just keep going.
It's like it's a quite easy story.
Nah, like this is a common thing that he owes.
Yeah.
He owes a lot of money.
No, it's like- It's never been confirmed, but like it's enough people have
been on
talked.
residency for 10 years now. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering like where's his music at? Like he hasn't really dropped music or anything.
He
like
dropped
that.
some music this year.
he did.
He did?
He does like a lot of world tours too.
But you were gonna say something before though.
I'll say it right after this. 19, Sabrina Carpenter. I've been hearing this name a lot. I don't know who this is, but I've just been seeing this name like on Twitter, IG. I know she's blonde and all, but like I don't know if she made music.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh no, she famous.
Like where's she
I
from?
don't know who that is.
Somewhere white. I don't know, but like she's
Trailer
like
Parks.
no. Like people listen to her. I think she's younger too, so like the young kids listen to her.
Okay. 20 on the list is Post Malone.
He should be higher.
Yeah.
I fuck with Post Malone.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Post Malone?
I like
is
the music.
Is he a culture vulture to you?
Yeah, but he makes good music, so it's acceptable. He gets the pass from me for the cookout.
The
You-
bullshit from these motherfuckers, bro.
You handed
the
out
bullshit from
you
these
handed
motherfuckers.
him a fucking cookout
Bro,
pass?
what? He literally sucked the black community and then got famous. Like, literally.
Yo,
And
so
you're
you-
okay
yo,
with
you-
that.
so
But
yo, you
Drake
can-
is where
yo,
we draw the line?
You consider Post Malone a culture vulture?
Absolutely.
What makes him a culture
But I love
vulture?
his music. But
When
absolutely.
you got a good product, we let shit pass. Like it's okay.
Huh? What makes him? Because he came in as like, I mean, he did always claim that he wasn't a rapper. He was more an artist than anything else. But people were trying to classify him as being like a rapper because of his white
Because he had
Iverson.
braids?
Yeah, because of his white Iverson.
Like, no, I said I was a rapper.
But I do think he capitalized on the black community to push his
Well, like, what did he
fandom.
do specifically to capitalize on the black community?
Make good music.
The music, his music, his style. Yeah.
What was his style? Dirty white tees?
He looks like he's from a trailer.
He looked like a fucking rapper. Like at one point, initially when he came out, he
I
looked
think-
like he was a
well,
black
he
or
had-
white guy that hung with black
I
people.
think he just had grills. That was it. Like that's all it took?
Grills and braids.
That was it.
Fit the description.
Whose fault is that?
Bro, if a cop get the description that the nigga with grills and braids, the first nigga with grills and braids is getting shot. Like it doesn't matter what the person look like. So with White Iverson or Post Malone, it's the same shit, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, grills and braids is a black thing.
People always like say this thing about him, but it's like to me, it's like I don't know what he like
He
specifically
was just him.
did.
And yeah, I just thought.
Yo, because my thing is like, all right, like Moneybagg Yo, right? He just did
Yeah.
like a country song. Is it like would it be correct if people like country people start calling him a culture vulture?
No, but he can be a culture vulture. But the thing is, he already built a name for himself outside of that. So if he dabbles
But didn't
into
Post
there,
Malone do that? It took him a
No.
long time to venture outside of rap.
wait, what?
Cause I asked like there's a lot of rappers now that are kind of like dabbling into the country music, right? Would it be fair for country people or like people that listen to country music to call these rappers culture vultures? You said no because they've already established themselves as
Outside of that,
all right. But
Post
that's what I'm-
Malone was coming up and used the black community to build a name for himself, and then transferred. Once it's like when a rocket goes in the air and it drops that fucking thing. That's what he did. Once he
But
got
that's what-
big enough, he dropped the black community and moved off into.
everybody does it, though.
no.
Even black people, like you become more mainstream. You gotta do something different,
gotta appeal to different people. And I think as an artist, you want to experiment.
and you don't want to get stuck in like.
I mean, I seen like Jack Harlow was like singing I think it was an Elvis song or a Frank Sinatra song not too long ago. And a lot of people on Twitter were like, "What? It's starting." And I'm like, so, like, I was just wondering, I'm like, are these people are white people that are
They're
white
supposed to be
rappers?
exclusively
Like that's it. Like you
for
guys
black
can never.
music.
Like, you're fucked. Like this is it. Like you are committed
You're with
to
us
this.
or you're not. Like
I better not see you doing any rock shit.
And I think like you have like obviously your brand and your name for yourself, right? And I think that if you go outside of that, you could be considered like collabing with different artists. Like wouldn't consider Beyonce a culture vulture. I wouldn't consider Post Malone a culture vulture if he had like stayed true to being part of the community. But I think because he segued, like he used it as a stepping stool and then decided to branch off and did what he did. It's like,
But how do we know that? Maybe he just grew. Like he just wanted
That
to
was
experiment
always
with different
his-
music. Like
I mean, so then we can't call Drake a culture vulture.
I don't call Drake.
No,
a
I don't
culture
call
vulture.
him a culture vulture, but people call him a culture vulture because they're saying he's biting off of black music, and he
They-
stayed
they-
true to
they
the
call
black
Drake
community.
a culture vulture, have him in his like top 5 Spotify. Like nothing makes sense to me.
I don't know. Like honestly, I think that I feel like with
I just feel
with
like that
Post Malone,
word gets thrown around very loosely sometimes, and I just don't understand the definition of when they say it. I guess to me, like a true
I think
culture
when
vulture.
somebody's successful, they start calling him a culture vulture. Say Post Malone. Now he made all this money off of black music. He's a culture vulture just because he was good at it.
So if Jack Harlow decides to transfer over to like a different genre, would he not be considered a culture vulture?
Not to. I don't think so, bro.
I don't think
No?
so either.
Maybe my view is skewed. I could be wrong.
Like
could
to
be
me,
wrong.
like a definition of a culture vulture, right? Be like, all right, say a white person goes into like the Indian community, right, and learns how to make Indian food, and starts a Indian restaurant that's doing really well, but they're like not hiring any Indian people, right? That to me, like, all right, that I could
Trying to
classify
think
that
of
as
a person that's really like a culture vulture.
I just think like, I never quite understand that word when it gets used, and I feel like anytime someone gives an explanation, it's just not the best explanation. Because To me, it just lets me know, like, all right, so you can't grow. Like, if you do this, like, you're just stuck here. Because if you step out of it, we're calling you something.
Mm-hmm. For me, I think it's if you're a person that is not of a specific demographic that is riding the backs of people from that demographic to make a name for yourself.
But whose backs did Post Malone ride?
Black people.
But like how?
Like you hear if he hadn't came up with his initial, I think it was the first two
White
songs.
Iverson, that was his first song.
First two songs. I think it was White Iverson and another one that he came up with after that got him the buzz. Something like that. I don't know. But if he didn't come up with those songs initially and people were from our community were backing, like in support of it, then he wouldn't have had a name for himself. Like I feel like it would, maybe he would have, but it would have took him longer. But that was the initial push to get him to where he was.
So at that point, then he was committed for life. Like you can only do
not
rap.
For life, obviously.
So like, how long did he have, according to your rules?
Not to my rules.
It is your rules.
It's not to my rules.
Is like, it's his rules, right?
I think up until a certain extent, like I feel like
what's the extent?
For specific, right? Jack Harlow. I think I wouldn't consider Jack Harlow a coach of vulture because he is still he's still making music for the black community. Like that's his experience. Like he's no longer. It's not like he used it and then branched off and went and did like something else. Like he's staying true to where he initially came into.
But he's new too. So like Post Malone been in it for a while. So you want to try something new.
Yeah, but Post Malone also transferred very early on. Like he made.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, he made like 2 songs and then transferred into to make another stuff.
Talking about?
What song is so white that you think that he's transferred? What song you talking about?
So you're telling me, wait, am I living in a Twilight Zone right now? You guys are dead serious. Like Post Malone literally made.
You think Post Malone made 2 black songs and then
after
left the
White Iverson, he really started going towards the more like rockish style of music or whatever kind of genre you would call that.
Sway Lee make the same type of music. So like what like.
It's all that auto tune. Like Travis Scott and Post Malone are almost the same people musically.
Nah, I don't think so. I think that he did ride the backs of us, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm being too pro black. I'm sorry.
Nah,
that's his job.
I don't think
Yo, sorry. You know, here's how I know you're tripping. He's not agreeing with you right now.
Right.
But no, the point I was trying to make earlier, right? We talked about Worldstar. Like, yo, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, how did the Shade Room surpass Worldstar? Because Worldstar was like the shit. It was #1, right? Now, like, I don't even know if there's still like a thing.
They didn't innovate. Like they didn't switch over.
Like, what did the Shade Room do better than Worldstar? What do you like? I really can't put my thumb on it because
they Instagram. I don't think Worldstar.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
You think that was it? Like Worldstar just stayed on the website.
Yeah. Who goes to www.anything anymore?
That's a good bro. Because I used to go to Worldstar for everything, like entertainment, sports, porn. Like that was like the place.
But
to
now
go.
you could do that all on that iPhone, so you don't need to type in a website. You just go to Instagram and you're on the Shade Room. You're on Neighborhood Talk. They didn't innovate. I mean, innovate.
They didn't pivot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a valid point. Yeah, I agree.
Hey, and Shade Room's really good at. No matter how much people hate the Shade Room, they good at what they do. Like they
throw shade.
Yeah,
throw shade,
and people love it. Like you.
But they're right there where you are. You know, like they don't have to go to another site, like you said. Yeah.
So all right, man, we'll get into our last topic before we get out of here. So, I got a question for you guys before I get into this last topic. Name the #1 reason that people file bankruptcy for in America.
Child support?
No.
Divorce?
Divorce is in the top 5.
Child support?
It's still no.
Starting a business?
Nope.
Credit cards?
Credit card debts. Oh, you're good. So credit card, divorce. There's still not the #1 reason.
I don't know.
Come on, man. Think of something.
Reasons why people go broke.
File for bankruptcy in America.
Buying a house?
Nope.
We said divorce.
Divorce, credit card debt's been said.
Car?
No. Losing your job. I think that's
that's pretty
student loans.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then the #1 reason people go bankrupt in America is medical debt.
Wow.
But that's on your credit?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could take your fucking house.
I thought it was. You sure?
Yeah.
You seem worried.
Cause I don't see nothing.
It's like, ah, shit.
Nah, it's definitely on your credit.
Makes sense.
It'll hit your credit for sure.
Bro, a hospital can sue you.
But you don't never gotta pay them or nothing.
You do gotta pay them.
Yo,
I don't think it's on your actual.
No,
credit
it's on your
score.
actual
It
credit
is.
report.
The hospital, but like when you pull your credit report, I don't. Yeah, New
They
Haven is
just-
never on none of my
yo,
like. So, and I know I owe them.
They probably just haven't sent your stuff to collections yet.
It's been years. Trust me, I'm getting them letters every week. I think they can sue you, know that, but it's not on your. Google
No, it's
it.
it's on your actual credit, bro.
Google it. I promise.
First hand, that shit is on your actual credit. I remember I was 19,
How old are you now?
31.
Times change. I'm telling you, Google it.
Well, either way, right? All right, that's according to Google, the number one reason people file for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I was on 19
is,
and I had like a $2,200 hospital bill.
really.
Yeah, and it hit my credit. And the only reason why I know because I wanted to fix my credit.
But the reason I asked this question is because I want to talk about the United Healthcare CEO that got assassinated, Brian Thompson in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that?
Aetna did it.
You think Aetna did it? It's an insurance beef?
Nah, this reminds me of something you see in like a movie, like an evil villain that like.
This was Blacklist. This was like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly what it reminds me of. Yeah, I feel like this
Like
guy.
it didn't feel real.
No,
like,
I
you
feel like
watch
something
You
in
see
the
the
movie.
video, you like, yo.
Like the way he even held the
Like-
gun, like that was like, oh, you an
I
assassin.
didn't even see the video. I gotta
Oh
watch
no,
it.
like
No,
he's
it's
like,
weird.
bro, he's right behind him, like with the sound. Psh, psh.
Really?
Yeah,
And then rode a bike away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he walked a little bit. He walked the block on the bike, went to Central Park,
And got lost.
dumped his book bag, which they found.
Mm-hmm.
With Monopoly money.
Monopoly money.
Did you hear the only reason why he got caught was because he was trying to bag some girl at the counter?
He
He,
got
has,
caught.
not been caught.
No, they're not caught. The only reason why they caught. They
think
got a
it's
picture
they think
of
it's
his
his
face.
face.
Right.
Yeah, well, that would
Well,
be
they
the doubt.
said
That
that was
would.
Dave East too. You seen that? It was funny as shit. It was a little sketch on. They said that looked like they did the sketch. They said that looked like Dave East.
No, they said it.
Comment, that's not me.
Yo, you know what's crazy? For him to do all this, and that could potentially be the downfall, like a woman just
Yeah.
flirting with you.
He said he went to the counter, I guess.
I
And he
saw,
was trying to
I
talk
saw
to the
that
lady.
picture, but I don't know if that's actually him. Like,
Right.
that's been going around.
Because
Yeah.
I seen one looks like they don't look like the same person. If you
Yeah.
see this, it don't look like the same.
Yo, because
person.
they did catch like they saw that he bought like a Starbucks coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and then he threw the cup away. They saw where he threw the cup, so they're waiting on like
Forensics.
forensics.
Yeah.
Says come back. But I don't know. He seems like a pretty smart guy. Like to
This
get
man
away.
was a professional. Somebody
Yeah.
like this is espionage. This is some different type of shit.
They said on the
Like, this,
bullets
like,
it was
Ru-
written.
Russia's involved.
Yeah, like Nick, come on now, come on. That Nick man was minding his business, going up there for the meeting, and they just killed him. The fucked up part, they still had a meeting. I said these jobs don't give a fuck about you. This is
Even this,
crazy.
yo, I know somebody was like happy as shit. Like I just got promoted.
Right.
I don't want that job.
It's
I'm good.
It's
I
a
don't want
good
it.
day.
Now they said on the bullets it was written like delay, defund, and something else, and
The
something else on the bullet.
the deny, delay,
Yeah.
and depose, which
Something
I
like
never
that.
knew what that word depose meant, which means to pretty much remove someone of power like by force.
So yeah, this is a TV show. Come on now, you don't see shit like this.
Like
on
he
TV.
carved that on the bullet shells.
But that's what they say that insurance companies do. Apparently, like they delay the claim until like you pretty much
I
get
heard
sick
they
and you
were,
die.
like, United. I was about to say United Way. United Health, like the worst people in denying claims
Yeah.
and shit. Like I heard they're horrible people.
They delay it out so long that the person ends up dying and they don't know how to pay out.
Like a lady said, one of the questions, do you think this person's gonna live past 5 years? And the answer is no. They just denied a claim. I said, damn, that's crazy.
well, now they're not gonna live at all.
Right.
Nigga, you dead. Like, you just-
No, I think this is somebody that like I don't know. I feel like this is somebody who's personally had a problem with United Healthcare
Yeah.
in terms of like they had like a claim denied or
Yeah,
some
it's
shit.
done.
Like
There
their
was
wife
probably,
probably
yo,
died
like,
or something.
Wife,
like
child,
Yeah.
like mom,
Something
like somebody
deep.
important in his family.
Because
got,
how do
like,
you know this man was here? Like this was
like
a
this
hit.
was put like planned
Yeah,
out.
You planned this. You sat on this man for a couple of days. Like
But they say he was going. This is like an annual conference that he was going to or something like that.
is that the same hotel
Shoulda-
here?
I don't know if it's at the same hotel,
Should
but
have
I
been
know
a
it's
Zoom
conference.
meeting.
An
Right.
annual conference.
Should have been a Zoom meeting.
But imagine to die and you look down, these niggas still having a meeting. I'd be so fucking mad. So nobody burning a candle, nothing.
Bro, the world keeps on spinning no matter what.
Yeah.
I done gave my life for fucking insurance. Y'all gonna do this to me?
I mean, yo, like I've been seeing this a lot online. Is like a lot of people are kind of making this into a joke. Like they're kind of like, I hope the murderer gets it. Like they're on the murderer's side.
Yeah, even the fact that like NYPD is only giving $10,000 to catch this person,
like,
right?
That's the joke.
Like-
Nobody, I'm not. But this nigga, you see?
You say you want me to catch John Wick for $10,000?
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Wait,
You just came up with that?
No, that's what they said.
Oh my god, that's people are funny as fuck, yo.
The comments are
John
hilarious.
Wick for $10,000. Like you want me to catch the equalizer?
Right, for real. Like, You saw what he did to him. What do you think you're gonna do to me? Like,
he gonna find you,
right?
If you can find a CEO, he can find you.
Yeah.
Yo, it makes me think though, like, how do we get here as a society to the point where like we're cheering on for the murderers? Because what I think a lot of people have like the same experience with insurance companies, like them fucking them over. Because like insurance companies have no problem taking your money. Like I pay bi-weekly, my insurance, health insurance, all that other shit. But yeah, when it comes time to use it, it is always a hassle.
It's a hassle. Everything's not approved. You thought it was approved. You getting a doctor's bill. You're like, bro, what the fucking point of insurance? What?
I think we're all just fed up. We're tired of like the big guys winning. You feel me?
I think it's just the system. It's not even like just them. It's like I'm tired of you fucking us over.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, typically like you can't put a face to the people fucking you over.
Oh,
and
he
people
did.
And now people like,
put a
this
face
is the
and
guy.
a body to the who the person was
now
fucking
a lot
over.
of CEOs or a lot of companies are removing like their CEO's information from the
They
website.
should. It should be on the website.
No. I don't think so. I think you should stand by your decisions. If you're gonna fuck people over, we should know who you are.
Yeah.
You gotta live or die by these decisions, man. If you're gonna be out here denying claims and letting people family die,
do you think he woke up that morning and said, "I'm about to die"? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even think he's the one that denied the claim, but I think
like,
but you got to think about it.
It's his system though.
It's his system, right? That he has control on.
He
Like,
probably
so he's
a
aware.
lot of times they don't have control on it. Like he's
He's
probably
the CEO.
He's probably the CEO, but he
He
probably
has
has
a
a
board
board
behind him.
also
Like, he's
that he
just
can't make
I don't know,
decisions,
man.
right?
He's a figurehead.
Sheep.
I'm saying, like, in reality, like, the board makes the decisions, not this nigga. He's the face of it, but
Yeah, he just keeps it going.
they could vote this nigga out. So what do you think
they
he's trying to
did.
do? Self-preservation.
Right.
Maybe this was the vote.
Right, you feeling like
Right. I noticed a TV movie.
I mean, that's a lot of
it's a
lot of conspiracy theories going. Like
it was time for a raise, and they
his,
said, "No, we gotta take him out of here."
his wife, and him, I guess, were like going through some marital
did it.
issues, and then like he was also getting, he's under investigation from the Department of Justice for like insider trading.
I thought it was like maybe it was like a government hit, like maybe this is like kind of like the Cash App guy, where like they just randomly
United
died.
Health did it. If he was under, they did it, tarnishing our name.
You gotta go, buddy.
Right.
If there's one CEO that you think should go next, God forbid, who'd it be?
Can we
I
say
got
this on YouTube? Like, what?
No, not go next. No, not go next. Not go next as in die. I mean,
It's
just
our
like,
platform. It doesn't backlash towards you.
No, you're right. That was a wild question.
But since we're asking, since we're putting it out there,
I'll tell you, I got a problem with the CEO.
who?
CEO of State Farm.
Why is that?
I'm gonna tell you why. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
So I was with State Farm. It's car insurance, not health insurance, right? For a long time. Paid them every week, every month. No issues, right? Never needed them. So one year, I get into a little fender bender. Like literally just like tap the next person's car, right? Obviously, lady gets out, acts like she just died.
Fall on the floor. I know. I feel you, sis.
I'm like, don't do it. yeah. So I'm like, whatever. That got handled, right? So I was with them for like 5-6 years. One fender bender. Boom. I had my little brother in my insurance at the time. Totaled this car. They kicked me off the insurance like as soon as he did it. I'm like, yo, I've been with y'all for 5 years. Y'all been taking my money, no problem. The 2 times I need y'all kick me out. Yo, they literally just sent me a letter like, yo, we are all set with you. Like starting today, starting as there was like I think I literally said in the letter like as soon as you open this, we're done. It's like,
Crazy. Yeah, nah.
and I was like, fuck this, man. It's like, yo, this is the problem with insurance. It's like y'all have no issues taking our money, but the second we need y'all, like y'all post something like that. And this is just car insurance. Imagine like the people
health insurance
that's really like people that are on dialysis, need insulin, like.
And you paying big money for insurance. Insurance is not cheap, no matter what.
Not at all, bro. Yo, I insure my whole family. Like I pay a lot of money every year for insurance, and luckily we're like relatively healthy people, so we don't really need it,
But see, that's another thing. Why am I paying for something I don't use? That's like
you should get a refund every year, man. Like insurance companies, like if you don't really use it, you should get some type of percentage like kickback because it's nonsense. Because as soon as you use it, well, hold on, let's slow things down.
I feel like the moment that goes into play, the quality of our food is gonna go down even more. Like they're just gonna make sure that we use their shit now.
Oh,
true.
No way.
True.
I feel like they're just gonna put mad at it. They already do fucking give us piss poor food, but like the quality of it is gonna go down to where we have to just go back to the hospital, and it's just gonna be a vicious cycle. Just make us more sick.
I don't know, man. Like, should we just go to the point where like health insurance is just free in America?
I think that's what everybody. Well, that was what Bernie Sanders was aiming for, and they just never fuck with it. But it should be free. Why, if Canada can do it, why can't we do it?
Are you okay with your taxes going up for it?
I mean, they're gonna go up for other shit. What's the difference?
Valid.
That's true.
Valid.
What's the difference? And I'd rather be free because you're right. I'm paying X amount of dollars every week for insurance, and I don't use it. So I'd rather shit be free. Like
I mean, but with the quality, but with the health insurance going up, the quality is gonna go down.
I mean, but it's better to have it than not.
Yeah.
It's free. I mean, like. You're
gonna have longer wait times to be seen. I mean, the wait
times short.
No, the wait times are already long as is. So imagine even longer wait times to be seen. Like the quality of insurance.
You don't think it'd be a good idea to make health insurance free?
I'm not offensive about it. To be honest with you, I think it should be affordable.
I think the government should just fund healthcare more than they do. I think that would fix it. I get what you're saying, right? Wait times might go up, right? But let's fund it. Let's get more people hired. Let's make more hospitals. Like let's keep these things open, right? Instead of just because that's the problem now. They just rely on hospitals just to make their own money. You know, it's like it's become a business. Like this should be like a government funding thing, like 100%.
But do you think even if the government decides to fund a hospital, that the owners of the hospital, the board of the hospital is going to allocate that money appropriately?
No, I think you should, like, I'm talking about ideal, right? Like, I think it should be more about patient care than like making money.
Yeah, but I mean, once the government passes the money over to the hospital, it's up to the hospital.
I mean, but there's like, there's boards and there's like, people in charge, and like that would be in place for that kind of stuff to make sure. Because they get audited every year. Like there's government agencies constantly at hospitals, like.
You can lie. You can lie. You can do what you like. You can.
Yeah, it's very hard, man. Like, cause they get fined a lot.
Like, I mean, you work.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, there's like.
So like imagine
like there's usually like 2-3 weeks within a year that like they'll tell you, hey, the state's coming in right now, like we really can't fuck up, and like they get
go back to the same bullshit.
No, they get fined and stuff. No, they get fined and like they try to maintain
back to the same shit. No, but
not necessarily.
Free healthcare is only helping people that can't afford it, because like it's a lot of people on the state, so they have free healthcare, but it's the people like hardworking people that like.
Yeah,
just can't afford it. So
I remember with my first kid, my girl at the time, she was on state insurance, and she got pregnant, had the kid for free.
That's lovely, ain't it? Like
it was lovely. I'm like, this shit lit. Like, let's keep having these things. Right? My second kid,
there's an incentive.
My second kid was under my insurance, and she was under my insurance. Right? I ended up owing like I think a couple thousand.
Right,
which is probably still on the cheaper side.
No, I don't think you're understanding me. So how did I go from having a free kid to a couple $1,000 kid? That's why I was like, this is like
income up.
Yeah, you didn't have money, but now you have. But now, nigga, I can't afford it now. Like I can't afford this.
Like I want the free kid again.
Right. That's why I think universal healthcare is the answer. Because it's people. The only people that's suffering are the people that's really out here busting their ass working, but just can't afford insurance.
Bro, you working at one of the largest hospitals in Connecticut. Do you feel like your hospital can handle an influx of patients?
I think they could try our best, or we could try our best. Like I don't know. Like I really don't know.
But already right now, I feel like the nurses, the RTs, the CNAs, everybody's already taking a beating.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to. But you'd have.
CNAs, you don't do shit at them hospitals.
No, you're bugging.
I'm telling you, like they take a beating.
I work with CNAs. They're some of the hardest working people.
No, I'm not taking a shot at hard work. I'm saying the CNAs I know. We on the phone 8-9 hours shift. Nobody doing anything. So
that's y'all. That's y'all. At the good hospitals, they work.
Now what I'm saying, like they're already taking a beating and they're exhausted. They're understaffed. So imagine if more patients.
That's my point, though, right? Like now they need more funding to hire more people.
You think that there should be a regulation in terms of like how much staffing?
There is
for an increase of staffing.
There already is. Like every hospital kind of has like their own thing, and every state kind of has their own rules. Like it'll be like, all right, one nurse can get up to like 3 or 4 patients.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, my bad. So, like, there's already that in place, right? So, if you start getting more patients, like, those nurses can't really take more patients. So, you just got to get more nurses.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying. Where are you going to house these people?
But no, what do you mean housing?
Even then, that's a valid point.
No, you got to build more hospitals. That's my point. Like, and needs more funding. And then, you also got to tackle the health issues in America, right? How do we get healthier as a people?
That
starts with the food.
No, but the problem is a lot of time the people that are lobbying towards healthcare are the people that is also lobbying towards
No,
the food that we're
I know.
that we're
Obviously,
doing.
it's like
So-
it's all corrupted and all that stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like
I was about to say,
idea,
it's
like
no
the
corruption or anything. They're not
yeah,
gonna like,
the
it's more
goal.
about
I'm
the
talking about
end of the day,
my goal would be for
Mhm.
like obviously better food, healthier people,
Right.
and then if you do get sick, there's just the resources for it.
So that's a beautiful utopia, but that's not the world we live in. I'm telling
It's
you
not.
that.
I think
This is America.
we'll end on we'll end on that, man.
All right.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure.
I hope y'all enjoyed me. I hope I ain't fuck y'all show up that much.
Nah.
No, you're great. You made us look good. Gotta have you on more.
Yeah, we gotta come on back, man.
Oh wow.
I definitely enjoyed your
Hope
your-
hope you enjoyed it.
I might gotta watch this episode for y'all put it out. But
That's not how it works around here, buddy. We got your consent. It's going up.
report. I was held against my will.
Nah,
All
but
right.
definitely thank you for coming on, bro.
I hope I added something to y'all show.
No,
sure.
yo, always a great time, man. Always a pleasure working with fellow Connecticut content creators.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we've been trying to get you on here for a minute. You know, like one of our goals, I think we said it before, is like, we want to work with everyone in Connecticut that's in this space.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to have another one. It's kind of like our like a little notch on our belt.
Mm-hmm. An infinity stone.
We caught another body today. A thick one.
So where can it?
Yeah.
Pause.
Out of here.
You can tell he's an Andrew Schulz fan.
Nah, you see the difference? People laughed.
It was,
Right.
See, when it's funny, it's like,
funny.
okay.
All right, we brush it off. But where can they find you though?
You could FatFunny Friends podcast, 73 Media on YouTube. Make sure you catch that every other Thursday. Into with FatFunny once a month when we drop it. And that's it. And find me the interview with FatFunny on Instagram. It's gonna be down here in the comments. I don't know if they're gonna add it, but I'm gonna add it. So we'll be right here.
Y'all heard him, man. Tap in. If y'all like the episode, please drop a like, drop a comment, hit that sub button, and we'll see you next episode.
Thanks.
Peace.